So, up until now, we've covered products that essentially, once they are sold to the company, that's pretty much it. So, it's like a one and done type of product. Salesforce also have products which are sold in a subscription type fashion. And so, you all may be completely aware that many companies are pushing subscription products. And it's just a way of having that additional revenue for the long term. And so when you think of subscription products, you may think of Netflix or even a rental car if you're renting it on a daily basis, but you're not buying the car, you're just renting it for a time being. Or you may have situations where you have a food box where you sign up for a subscription and you get those boxes each week up until a certain year or until you actually cancel. So, what I want to do today is cover this in our example of the bento box. So, what I've done is created, just for easy identification, a product name bento box subscription. And go ahead and create that product as usual. Assign it a product family, assign it to all of the regions so it can show on the product selection screen, and also assign a product code. And then you would want to click into the product. And I want to show you what allows CPQ to know that this is a subscription product and how to do the calculations. So in the section of the product record that you've just created, there is a section for Salesforce CPQ pricing. So you will see a field here labeled subscription pricing. So when you select fixed price, CPQ will automatically know that this particular product needs to be priced differently, and the calculations are a bit different for subscription products. So in addition to that field, you also need to pay attention to subscription term. So for example, this bento box subscription, this will always be defined from the business and how they want to define the pricing of their product. So is this a yearly product? So if it's a yearly product, here you would need to enter in 12 because we have our subscriptions set to monthly. And let me show you where this is. This is in the package setting. Since this is a playground, it's already been set for us, but we would need to know this from the business that we're doing the implementation from. And then so you would go to this in the installed packages, and you would go to the configure and the CPQ installed package here. And then once you're here, this is where you will be able to see how this is set up. So if you take a look under the subscription and renewals, you'll see here the subscription term unit is set to monthly. You want to keep it there for the purposes of our sandbox, but you can also have it as days if you wanted to do so. So since this is set to monthly on our product, since it's set to monthly, if we know that this product is priced in years, we need to enter this as 12, right? Because this is 12 months. So then you want to go ahead and save your product. And then one key important component is your price book. So since we defined that this product is priced for a year, our price book price needs to be set for a year. So if you take a look at the price book that I've created, so the business has defined that, hey, for this product, the yearly price is $2,500. So even if the sales rep, they may sell the product and it may be for less than a year, this is the baseline price. So CPQ will do some of the prorations to determine if it's only 11 months, then I won't charge $2,500. It'll be a prorated amount. But what's really, really important to understand is if you define on the product level that it is priced as yearly, your price book entry needs to be the yearly price as well. So let me show you what that would look like in a quote. So if you want to go ahead and pick a quote that's using the standard price book, let's go ahead and edit that quote, because if you didn't select the subscription term, if you didn't select the subscription term at the time that you created the quote, you can always go in and add it. So when your sales reps are selling, they will need to enter in either the subscription term or the start and end date. They basically work the same way. So let's say if you wanted to enter in a term and not the start and end date, the calculations will be the same. So let me show you what that would look like. So let's say that this quote is a 2-year quote that the sales reps want to quote. So I would enter in subscription term. Then I would go to edit lines, and let's look for our product that we just created. And what I want you to pay attention to, remember that we set our yearly price book for this product to be $2,500. So this is the list price. But what's happening is the net price is $5,000. Why is that? Because the sales rep has identified that this quote is a 2-year subscription, because this price is just for one. So behind the scenes, CPQ has did that multiplication, and now you have your net. It does also take into consideration the quantity. So let's say that they wanted 2 of these. So if I did a quick calculation, as you can see, my net has updated to $10,000. So let's say the sales rep didn't use the subscription term. Let's say they just used the start and end date. So removing the 24 months, the 2 years, let's say the start date that they selected for this quote was January 1st, 2024. And let's say that they wanted it to be a year as well. So let's say we did December 31st, so that's 1 year. Let's see what that will look like once we click on save and go back to our product that's saved. So looking here, technically we have the start date from January all the way to the next year, the end of next year. So that's actually 2 years. So the math is doing the same calculation that we had for the subscription term of $2,400. But let's say if we wanted to change this to 2024 of 2025. So this gives exactly 1 year, and let's calculate. So as you can see, the system is calculating based off of the start and end date. And then even if it wasn't an exact full year, and let's say the end date is here, the system is going to do the proration. Quick save. And as you can see, the proration is taken into account because our is a little more than 1 year. So this sums subscription products and how we can set the subscription term and the subscription start and end date to have CPQ automatically make their calculations on the back end if we did have a subscription-based product.